many years have come and gone since that day? How many years have I waited for this moment? For the one that stood alone against the storm. For the one they called. The warrior of light.
To run from my troubles. Until our friend returns, I will hold the line.
This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better. I'm not going anywhere. I promise you, Infilia.
Even the seventh umbral calamity must be undone. If history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten.
that intro. But it's time to start Shadowbringers. So I decided to pick up Pictomancer. Well, I picked up Viper as well. It was in the in-between episode. However, I think I'm gonna go with Pictomancer for a little while. See how that fits me. We'll learn it together. And I think it's gonna be really fun. Good news, Smol Angy. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for that beacon. Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path leading down into the hollows around the base of the Crystal Tower. A path I doubt we'd ever found had the ironworks and the Suns not added their number to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rock and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Then we better go and give them a hand. My thoughts exactly. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner you can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. And the sooner we can work out how to help our friends. We have to find a way to wake them up, and before the Empire comes calling again, meaning we have no time to lose. There's a boat in the north, Silverchair, waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. The glam is still to be decided. There's a couple things in Shadowbringers that I want for this glam. Well, for this particular class in general. But, I think it was also a nice change of pace, too, considering everything. Part of the glam that I want isn't until we get to the normal raids for this particular series. Which is a bit unfortunate. Bum, 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 bum.
Look how many people there are! Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business. So we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
I might need to change the color of my character just a little bit, because I look like I'm having liver problems. This lighting is making my skin a little bit more yellow.
Sorry, I meant to say, the scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
Stay with me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
Bright light. Bright light! This lighting, I don't look too bad in this. I mean, it's dark. I guess that's because I'm used to being in the dark.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot fight. Away with you! Go!
Spirited accounts always comes in no country.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
I must warn everyone, it's bright as hell here in these areas.
Your time has not yet come.
You know what? I think I'm actually gonna do this for Shadowbringers and beyond. Just not have my avatar out the beginning and the end. That's a lot of purple. Something tells me I wasn't supposed to land here. Not at all.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Oh, a Yokobo. Ed dude. I wonder if they're a merchant.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
But it's bright as day.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me grandad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time. And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, you, he'd reply. Yeah. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then.
Nah, I don't need a drink.
Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you'd best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
My legs are tired.
To dizzying heights it rises, the gleaming spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Let's run before we find ourselves into trouble. Here. Here we go.
Halt!
One of my favorite Vieras.
Every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
Gladly.
From where do you hail?
That's a trick question. That's right, Limsa was my starting place. Let's put the source.
The source? What is this cryptic nonsense? Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
That ring look familiar?
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand. Ring and all.
Everything all right, Captain?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort her to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Oh, you're fine, dear. It's fine. I actually like you.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private. Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons.
Not like I really had a choice.
I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you were still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Oh, we'll do this one. Are the others okay?
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you.
You better.
Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. More than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds, that I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes. And though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the source as well.
Ah, okay. So, Calamity. That's what you're talking about.
But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Now, a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order, but I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you first to gain a firmer grasp of the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetherite, a convenience with which I am sure you are only too familiar. Being the rightful object of the summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along your etheric trail and find connections in the source, believe it or not. I strongly suggest you complete this attunement before venturing any further. After you have done so, walk upstairs next to the Aetherite and head out to the left to arrive at the Crystalline Mean. This is where you will find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as our spokeswoman, Catbliss, one of the people who I should like you to meet. Another is Morin. To reach him and his Cabinet of Curiosity, you would want to avoid the aforementioned steps. Take the exit to the left and simply continue straight along down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. And the third and final person I should have you meet is Braggy, our man in the charge of the trade and distribution. He is the one to be found in the markets, which you can access from opposite side of the Aetherite Plaza. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple enough. Crystal clear. Ha, very good. I can see the layout of the Crystarium owes more to its historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. In all honesty, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. As you discover during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share a homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. When you've finished making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard at the center of town. Until then. Alright, so let's tune to the Aetherite before wrapping up. Maybe I'll switch up my glam again before the next episode, maybe in the next few episodes. But either way, my lovelies, like, comment, subscribe if you so choose to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!